How would it be if he had played for Cameroon or if Messi had played for Spain? It's unbelievable. And what if I tell you that this is actually possible? Then come with me and check out this shocking list of players who could have played for another national team. There's even a Brazilian player on this list. This player chose not to play for his home country just days before the World Cup to play for another national team. Messi could have won a World Cup if he had chosen to play for Spain in the 2010 World Cup. But that's not what happened, because he was on the Argentina national team. Although Messi was born in Argentina, his great-grandfather was born in Spain. And at the time when Messi and his family moved to Barcelona when he was 13, the football director at Barcelona even pressured the Spanish Federation to convince him to play for Spain. But Messi chose Argentina. Since he was a child, one of his biggest dreams has been to win a World Cup for Argentina, just like his great idol Diego Maradona. After several unsuccessful conversations, Spain gave up. The other day, I was talking to a friend who told me that if I had chosen Spain, I would already be a world champion. Obviously, that thought never crossed my mind. It wouldn't have been the same to be a champion with Spain. It would have been something unique, said Lionel Messi. Raheem Sterling was born in Jamaica, where he spent most of his childhood with his mother, but something terrible happened to them. Sterling's father was murdered when he was just 2 years old. Shortly after, his mother decided to migrate to England, but she went alone. Sterling and his sister were left in the care of their maternal grandmother. When Sterling was 5 years old, his mother, now working as a cleaner at a hotel in London, came back to get him. And that's how Sterling began to live in rainy and cold England, so different from tropical Jamaica. When he became a big star on the field, England chose him, and Sterling began playing for England instead of Jamaica, where he was born. David Alaba. This guy is the captain of Austria. But what if I told you he could also have played for Nigeria? Alaba was born in Austria, but his father is a Nigerian prince. He was also a musician, and as a DJ, his songs were very successful on the Austrian charts. And that's how he became an Austrian citizen. Alaba's mother was born in the Philippines. It sounds crazy, but he could have also played for that third country. But in 2009, he pledged loyalty to play for Austria. He is considered the third most important figure in his country. Of course, we are talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Everyone knows that in Sweden, after IKEA and Volvo comes Ibrahimovic. And what if I told you that Ibrahimovic could also have played for Bosnia and also for Croatia? Yes, I'm serious. Although Ibrahimovic was born in Sweden in 1981, his father is actually from Bosnia and migrated to Sweden in 1977, and his mother is of Croatian descent. When Luka Modric became the best player in the world in 2018, Ibrahimovic showed how proud he was of his Croatian heritage and congratulated him. We all know that Paul Pogba won the World Cup with France in 2016 when he became the world's most expensive football player. Pogba had the chance to choose which country to play for. Yes, you must be wondering why. Pogba's father is from Guinea, so he could have played for the Guinean national team. In fact, his two older brothers, Matthias and Florentine, had already played for Guinea. Pogba didn't follow in his brother's footsteps and decided to defend the colors of the French national team, which wasn't a bad idea. Like Pogba, Mesut Ozil also had to choose which country to play for. Ozil's father fought hard to keep the family together. They were very poor, and the unemployment rate for immigrants in Germany was above 70%. These numbers sum up the family's financial situation. Ozil is the son of Turkish immigrants. Although he grew up in a family with a completely Turkish culture, Ozil sacrificed everything to become one of Germany's great football players. He won 5 Player of the Year awards in the country, but that doesn't mean he doesn't love Turkey. In fact, he now plays for the Turkish club Istanbul. I'm sure you know well the great star of the French national team, Kylian Mbappé. His father, Wilfried Mbappé, is originally from Cameroon, while his mother, Faiza Lamari, is from Algeria. This means Mbappé could have been playing for Cameroon or even for Algeria, but he chose France. The reason is that he sees himself as more French. The family patriarch wanted Kylian to play for Cameroon, not France, and he even spoke to the Cameroonian Football Federation to try to get him on the indomitable Lions youth teams. I wanted my son to play for Cameroon, but someone from the federation demanded a certain amount of money to include him. I didn't have that money. The French, on the other hand, didn't ask for anything, the player's father revealed years later. The Cameroonians only realized Mbappé's talent when he exploded on the field with Monaco in the 2016/2017 season, and they sought his staff to try to bring him to Africa, but it was too late. The striker had already been playing for France since the under-17 level. This is Diego Costa playing for the Brazilian national team, and this is Diego Costa playing for Spain. The thing is, Diego Costa played twice for Brazil in 2013 before declaring his wish to represent Spain. Before the Confederations Cup, Diego Costa had been called up by the coach in early 2013 for friendlies against Russia and Italy, where he played only 30 minutes. He then went 6 months without being recalled by Felipão, which made the striker get closer to the Spanish Football Federation to seek a positive outcome. Felipão hurriedly called Diego for friendlies against Honduras and Chile at the end of 2013, but the player had already made up his mind. It was a very difficult decision, because I was torn between the country where I was born and the country that gave me everything. I thought and decided to play for Spain, explained the striker. Of course, many Brazilians didn't forgive Diego Costa's attitude and called him a traitor during the 2014 World Cup. From the very first game, the striker was targeted by the fans' boos and could do little for his national team. But anyway, now I want your opinion. Who do you think made the best and the worst decision? Write it in the comments because I want to know. Also, don't forget to leave a like and help us continue bringing new content like this. And remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. A big hug, and see you next time.